Good afternoon everyone. Today I am at Westfield Football Club, not to be mistaken with Westfields Football Club, which is somewhere near Hereford. This is Westfield Football Club, literally just over the road, a few minutes walk from Woking Football Club, obviously in the town of Woking. So, needless to say, after a fairly pleasant week, it's now overcast, cloudy, has been raining most of the morning, although it has actually stopped and is surprisingly mild. So, here we are at Westfield Football Club. I'll just fought my way through that barrier there, which was easier said than done. There's the sound of screaming children, you just can't beat that. So let's go for a little walk around the stadium and see what we have. And immediately on my left was this really strange seating area. I guess there's no more than about 50, a little block here. Maybe some kind of tea hut, I don't know, there's my officials. There's an area here that leads into probably the changing rooms, and then a few more seats where that little lad is sitting there. So we'll go walking around the pitch, and in front of me there to the left you can see the Canterbury coach. Canterbury are the away team in this FA Vase match today. There's also a skating park over there. Woking Park is an extraordinary facility. There's a boxing club just as I entered here with a gentleman standing outside who, let's just say, I wasn't going to mess with. Large arms is not the word, so whether he had anything to do with a boxing club I don't know, and I wasn't going to ask. So here we come along the far side, and we got yet another really strange little covered seating area behind the goal. Looks a little out of place, if I'm to be brutally honest, but I'm sure it would cover people from the elements, and you know, beggars can't be choosers at these clubs. So an interesting structure, that's for sure. Raised bank, love a raised bank at a football ground. I'm pretty sure people won't stand up there, but to be given a chance. I just think it gives you so much better view. For those of you who went there, though it isn't a raised bank, I loved the huge raised stand at Edgware Town, the old Edgware Town White Lion ground, where you got this magnificent view looking down on the pitch. One of my favourite clubs. So we're going to look back now, and almost space age looking facility here at Westfield. It also seems to be the headquarters for Scouts. As I walked in I saw a door that said that. So clearly a lot going on at this really nice setup. So walk along here, hard standing behind here, neatly paved actually. In Surrey, I guess it's about a 20-minute walk from Woking Station. I diverted a bit to go to yet another Wetherspoons. Had the chicken balti, which was a lunchtime special. It was absolutely glorious, I have to say. Wetherspoons doesn't win any prizes for its cuisine, but I'll tell you what, I'm not going to knock that. Washed down with a pint of one of their guest ales. All came to only just over a £5. Fantastic value. So looking back at where I've just walked, back again at the space station here at Westfield Football Club. Very little wind today. And oh joy, oh bliss, we've come to the area that says spectators not permitted beyond this point. Oh, do you know what, I'm just going to take the life in my hands and have a little walk up here. Yet another raised area, obviously no hard standing, it's very soggy underneath the foot. So we'll just go and have a look up here. Beautiful autumn colours on the bushes up there. And we're approaching now the two dugouts, which are just fairly standard affairs. They're on wheels, although I can't imagine anyone's going to wheel them anywhere. And there's a little ditch just to my left. I really am taking my life in my hands, so I might well be thrown out for walking along here. And if not, there's a potential of breaking my ankle. But hey, I said I was going to give you a walk around the ground, and it would be remiss of me not to occasionally throw caution to the wind and go rogue. So here we are, walking along here, and up the top there's a bunch of people in the bar. So I've now got about 25 witnesses to show that I've walked along an area Well, I shouldn't, but you know what, I'm a good boy at heart. Don't make a habit of going around breaking doors, so if this is as bad as it gets, then I'm going to live with it. So, here we are. At the other end of the ground, I've hit some hard standing, which I've also got exceptionally soggy feet now. We're looking back, a couple of high towers there in the distance, back over at the space station, and looking back at where we just come with the other raised bank. There's the strange facility up there, and as you can see on the top layer there seems to be a bar and a bunch of people hanging out. So, spectators not permitted beyond this point. I won't tell if you don't. So here we are walking along the far end now. There's a training area to my left down there, warm up area. Woking's a big town. I've always never understood the rivalry that Woking have with Stevenage, miles away from each other. Completely different counties, and yet they have this fierce rivalry, and I've never quite understood what it is, other than the fact that they were both vying for promotion at one point in time. So, you know, to me, never made any sense at all. So just looking over there, Westfield Football Club, just so you know I'm not making it up. Back to the far end, and walking up here. It really is quite pleasant out now, warm, surprisingly warm for mid-November. And in fact you may be able to see as I come around this corner here, this is a way that you can come in, it directs you this way from outside. Well, I took a little shortcut, and it guides you around here, and to my left at the moment, or you can't see because of that green netting, is the Woking Scouts. And I think you can just about maybe make that out. See that it says the Woking Scouts there. That's a better view. 7th Woking Scouts. So what a great facility for them. A little way out of the town, but still very built up here, very accessible. And so this is me back at pretty much where I came in. I'm all a little noisy there, so I'll stop here and say, don't take my word for it, but if you get the opportunity, come and visit Westfield Football Club yourself. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. It's an interesting place to visit. If you can't visit here, then take yourself along to another non-league game. I'd love to hear your comments. Send me a tweet at YT40, or let me have a link to your video, and I'd love to give that a view. So thank you so much for watching this. If you've enjoyed the video, then please click on like. If you haven't enjoyed the video, then click on dislike. I'm not going to take offence. It's just nice to know that people have an opinion. If you want some magic to happen, click on the little bell, because I believe that if you do that, well, you'll never be the same person again. Anyway, look forward to talking to you again and having another video sometime in the next few weeks. This is Westfield Football Club.